Welcome to Tarmac. I'm Dave.
I'm Matthew, and today we are off to the mountains in the new Volkswagen Amarok Edition R.
Actually, we're cheating. We're not at the mountains. We're at Snow Planet.
Give it away!
Come on, let's have a look around. So Volkswagen's Amarok was really the first, arguably, ute that really crossed into the car market. Its interior is really good, which we'll show you in a while, but really did start to move or bridge that gap between utes and upmarket cars. The V6 that was introduced a few years ago added a lot more power, and this one, because they're in a little bit of a treading water position, they've entered now the Edition R. Looking around, they've blacked out the badges, so making it this is where the sensor stuff is. Still got the Bison and headlights. Certainly more black and more interest around the side here. There's an LED light bar to help see at night. And as we move around, these massive 20-inch purpose-built wheels. I should know their wheels by now. And Cooper tires. Look at these. The depth goes on for hours in here. It's really cool. The step plates around the side here, so really sturdy. Also with holes drilled through them to let some of the garbage through, so nice and easy. The decals, as you see down here, really make this big red ute stand out. Yeah, and the additional decals around the back. Something they've added to this to make it really cool is, if you look up the top, single button, look at that. Some would say it's rather unnecessary. Actually, I would probably say that, but it's so cool. I love it. Around the back, still blackened out stuff for the colouring as far as nameplates, the Volkswagen badge, and also, again, Edition R. Under the bonnet is the V6. It's very familiar, but let's go and take a look anyway. Nice. The weights of these bonnets are just getting bigger and bigger, or I'm getting weaker. So, powerful V6, 165 kilowatts, 550 newton meters of torque. This will take you 0 to 100 in 7.3 seconds, but it's really powerful and feels really good. Also, comes with the 4Motion, so it's a torque sensing diff, and it's got a 60-40 split, so you know that you're really under control all the time. Let's take a look inside, and Matthew will show you all around.
So this is the Amarok Edition R, and there's a few things in here that separate it from the normal Amarok. So firstly, you have the elephant in the room, which is these Edition R seats by RVE Accessories. Incredibly supportive, and they have seat heaters which will burn you up in relatively little time, shall we say. It is a premium ute, so you get a bit of leather around the handbrake here, leather around the gear gaiter, and this armrest has leather on it too, with some contrast stitching. How about that? A very familiar sight over here, Volkswagen's infotainment screen, used across, well, all the cars in their range. So if you're familiar with the Volkswagen brand, you have no worries with this. This is a ute at the end of the day, despite all the flashy Edition R badging and the fact that it looks like Clifford the big red dog. But there's scratchy plastics here, but again, the idea is that if you do get it dirty, you know, doing your ute stuff, you can just wipe it down and it'll be all good again. The modern ute owner has got a mobile phone, and Volkswagen knows that, so there's a space here specifically for your mobile phone. There is 2 cup holders here and an ashtray, and a rather large storage space under here, which is currently occupied by a leather care kit. The Amarok is a luxury ute designed to kind of bridge that gap between the hardcore utes and the posh SUVs, if you like. So there's plenty of space in the back. It's quite comfortable back there. But anyway, enough about this cabin. This is the V6 version with 550 Newton meters of torque. So let's see how that feels.
The Amarok itself is not necessarily going to have a new re-release or an upgrade or anything for quite a while. So in the meantime, I believe they're going to bring out a variety of different editions. So this one being the Edition R, there's probably going to be a blacked out version, there's probably going to be a whole heap of different things where they're going to raid their accessories cabinet and bring some different levels or different joy to Amarok drivers before the next one's released, essentially. And this one being bright red, having the decals on it, having the running boards, the lights, it's just a really nice, positive vehicle.
And for all you know, there might be an Amarok GDI one day. I'm only joking. While I really love this bright red color, and you gotta admire a person with a bright red ute, but I mean, you do feel a little bit conspicuous at times, but it's not a problem for me. Hey, I don't mind the attention.
Under the bonnet, as we said, is that beautiful, really well put together V6. It's really powerful. It just gives you that sense of go anywhere strength. It's a really good engine, and 550 Newton meters of torque is certainly not to be sniffed at, to be honest.
The Amarok, this is a very heavy car. I mean, the panels, everything, the leather in here, all makes that a heavy car, but that V6 is so powerful. It never feels heavy, and that's, I guess the party trick of the V6. And you feel like you can tow anything, you feel like you can have a car full of things, a truck bed full of things, and the V6 will just never skip a beat.
Yeah, 7.3 seconds 0 to 100 in a ute that, as Matthew says, is heavy, is really cool. It's not a sports car, but with those Cooper tires on it, it literally feels like it's going to go anywhere. I just want to take it somewhere really muddy.
It's got a ton of grip on it, and it manages, again, as we say, power is nothing without controller. So if you can't put the power down to the road, then what's the point of really having it? And believe me, this Amarok can put all of its power down to the road. The grip is immense, the tires are sticky, and the delivery of the power, that differential, it just feels right.
Yeah, the 4Motion system that's in here, the Torsen, really, I've had this V6 on the track, I've had it on the snow, and this is obviously a prettier version of it and fully accessorized, but it's just, as Matthew says, it's just a really well put together vehicle that will just hold its own anywhere.
I mean, you see modern SUVs kind of getting phased by a bit of grass and a bit of mud here and there, but really I don't think anything could phase this Amarok. It just seems to be that kind of go anywhere, take on anything, really tough. It's a proper ute, essentially.
Yeah, with a little bit of refinement as well. So it was one of the first to really cross that bridge between car and ute. Cute? I don't know. But
it's definitely not cute.
It's starting to show a little bit of its age as far as some of the technology is not quite there that some of the other utes are bringing together. The digital screen or touch screen is probably a little bit smaller than most now. It's got to play catch up, but in the meantime, this Edition R, I think you'll be quite pleased with it. The seats are great. They're comfortable. I actually like the look of them as well, and the overall look of the truck is quite a standout. I'm really impressed with the way it's laid out. So there you have it, the Volkswagen Edition R, really well put together, bright red in this particular issue, good decals, and still a very strong V6 Ute.
That black and red color scheme just goes together so well, and it looks great for a Ute. Thanks for watching.
Make sure you subscribe. See you next time.